Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Right now, Fubara's camp are really fighting back over a lot of things that are going on in Rivers State. A lot of things that ever since Supreme Court gave their verdict seem not to be sitting well with them. One of such is RISEIC, and RISEIC have decided to take the bulls by the horns. They're no longer keeping calm because they really do not understand all these 48 hours ultimatum, 22 hours ultimatum. They're an agency, and whatever riff they're having amongst the government officials shouldn't concern them. Let's dive into the news to find out how they have decided to take back their authority without letting go of legality. Before we go into the newspaper, kindly subscribe to our channel. According to the news, the Rivers State High Court is now hearing argument over the Amaewhule-led Rivers State House of Assembly's power to avoid, or rather, power to void Governor Sumlale Fubara's appointment of 19 commissioners. I take that again. The Rivers State High Court is now hearing argument over the Amaewhule-led Rivers State House of Assembly's power to void Governor Sumlale Fubara's appointment of 19 commissioners. The commissioners have launched a lawsuit to prevent the Assembly from deeming their appointment unlawful, despite the fact that 4 lawmakers who support Governor Fubara approved their selections. This follows the Supreme Court's decision to reject Governor Fubara's cross-appeal and uphold Amaewhule as the rightful Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. RISEIC Chairman, commissioners contest summons of Assembly Justice Adolphus Anebele, retired, the chairman of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, RISEIC, and his commissioners are also contesting the House's right to call them in for interrogation. Anebele was first issued a 48-hour notice by the Assembly to come before it and explain the situation behind the cancelled October 2024 local government elections. However, the deadline was extended by 72 hours after he failed to show up. Governor Fubara's commissioners are suing to obtain an interlocutory injunction that would prevent Amaewhule and the 26 other people from acting or enforcing resolutions that were voted on March 5th. Additionally, they are requesting that the court issue an order prohibiting the Assembly from interfering with their State Executive Council Commissioner responsibilities. In the same vein, Justice Anebele, retired, and his RISEIC team are requesting that the court prevent the Assembly from summoning them before it, stating that doing so would be illegal. In his decision, Justice Frank Onyiri postponed the hearing to April 17, 2025, and allowed the claimant to serve the Assembly using alternative methods. The Assembly demands accountability and extends the deadline for summons. In its plenary session on Wednesday, the Assembly reiterated its intention to call Anebele and his commissioners, demanding that they provide an explanation of the financing sources for the local government election that was declared invalid, as well as the anticipated cost for the new election that is set for August 9, 2025. Official letters were addressed to Governor Fubara and RISEIC authorities requesting that he propose the 2025 appropriation bill. House Leader Jack Major told the legislators. The governor and the head of RISEIC, however, have not replied to the invitations. The Assembly was taking legislative notice of Governor Fubara's failure to present the 2025 budget. Speaker Martin Amaewhule cautioned and would take the required steps when the time was right. Additionally, the Assembly approved a resolution directing the clerk of the House to extend an invitation to RISEIC representatives to address members once more on March 10, 2025. If they did not appear, the parliamentarians threatened to use Section 129, subsection 1D of the Constitution. Rivers political crisis causes security tensions to rise, following warnings from militant groups that threaten to move against oil sites because of the ongoing political turmoil. The Rivers State Police Command has pledged to crack down on threats to national security. Olugbenga Adepoju, the Commissioner of Police, sent a strong warning to those who were preparing violence. Nobody has a monopoly on violence, he declared. Everyone will undoubtedly be consumed if fire is coming from heaven, not just one individual. He informed locals that the police were ready to deal with any commotion. Wow, this is getting interesting. Now, RISEIC is literally fighting back over what is going on. They've been giving them summons. The first one was for 8 hours, of which retired Justice Amaewhule had said that this is quite dictatorial. They shouldn't really be giving him summons. We are not in military dictatorship. They extended it to 72 hours when he refused to show up. 2 of his commissioners have resigned from Equatorial Extractions. Many are insinuating that there's been pressure on him to do the needful, which is to resign, being the fact that he was actually one selected by Wike during his time. And some persons are believing that also the pro-Wike group are putting pressure on some of the commissioners in RISEIC to also resign, to puncture them from conducting election come August 9th, 2025. But don't forget that retired Justice Amaewhule is a former judge, and he understands the dynamics. Have decided to ask or sue them from calling him out and telling him to come and appear before the assembly. It's whatever problems they are having, it should be within themselves. They should not involve him. He was duly appointed. When they were having issues, it was appointed by the government recognized assembly. So it shouldn't have been his fault. Things have been duly spent and all. My colleague is in the house. What's your take on this drama going on? And the fact that RISEIC chairman have dragged Assembly, Rivers Assembly, Martin Amaewhule and 26 others to court for insisting that he come and explain how he spent money, and to even make him to judge his legality as the chairman of RISEIC, and possibly even annul his appointment.
Well, I think at this time, it's becoming very obvious that peace is going to be very far from Rivers State for as long as possible, except the parties decide to come together. Now, unfortunately, it seems as though the pro-Wike team only believes on one word, which is victory, winning. But sometimes losing can also mean winning. Not doing it your way can also mean winning, because if at all times you want it your way, you try to, in the name of legitimizing it, you want to do things, you're going to get a situation where peace will be far away. I saw a young lady posted something some days ago and said that all the women that have always known their right, all of them are still single on the street, which means at one point, you need to have a middle ground where everybody will meet, and you need to sort for peace. I mean, whether we like it or yes, the people of Rivers State are not happy about the latest development, the situation whereby everybody is standing on their right. You're going to court, you're inviting someone. Now, you guys were not, whether we like it or not, you people were not members of the House of Assembly. You defected, and it caused a lot of crisis. And during that period, a lot of things happened. Now, a wise person will, people who are not being remote controlled, because already we know the invisible hand controlling all these events. If you are not remote controlled, you would have kickstarted the whole process and said, okay, let's go back and let's allow things to run the way it should run. At least, if not for anything, for the benefit of the people of Rivers State. But come on, everybody keeps on fighting. I'm so sure that this court case is going to drag for as long as possible. And as long as it's dragging, it therefore means that Amaewhule will not appear before them, because this is a retired justice. So you people should understand that he will not want to relinquish his legal knowledge and allow you people to do him like van, left, right, center. It's not going to be possible. So let's be looking forward to in the fresh crisis almost on a daily, and unfortunately it's not going to be coming from one part. As much as they are fighting Fubara, fighting Amaewhule, fighting commissioners, and a lot of disobedience will take place. And guess what? The people may take on you at any time. Yes, the police has come out to, I think the police should have a meeting with these parties and let them understand that we do not want crisis again in Rivers State. On our own, don't do. Let's see how we can quell this crisis. I mean, get a middle ground, meet and help yourselves, because I don't even know how the future election will look like. It seems as though Rivers State election, even come 2027, will be tougher than entire Nigerian election, because I mean the people who are dragging for ownership of Rivers State, they are increasing almost on a daily. Everybody wants to be a god and everybody wants to have a horn, and it's going to be a long fight, I must say.
All right, that's good.